सेवा breeding cycles. The news at all time paper है 2022 में publish हुआ that published in Crop Science. Before we go for a speed reading, I think we must understand where where we stand, where we have to go. Why we talk about the speed? Because we are all surrounded with the technologies, and so if we not intervene or link with ourselves with the technologies, otherwise if technology runs us, that becomes very painful in our future. So the title which I have selected, there's a 70-80% chances that we can do this in our institution, because one, like I see here that we don't have a 24 hours light. Rest of the facilities we can provide. And before that, I will discuss about the speed reading. Next slide. I will show you where we stand in terms of food security. That's very important to discuss about how many people, as per the 2021, 800, more than 800 million people face the harsh embrace of hunger, a staggering one in every 9 individuals. That is the data of 2021. Asia, home to more than 500 million people, bears the burden of the largest number of hungry souls. And Africa stands with 256 million, and Latin America and the Caribbean with 42.5 million. But hunger reach goes beyond more numbers. It is it is a reflection of the global food insecurity that affects a vast 2 billion individuals, according for 26.4% of the world population is affected. Among them, approximately 20.5 million infants, innocent beings born with a low birth weight, one in every seven births. 148 million children under the age of 5, enduring stunting, a harsh reality affecting 21.9% of these young lives. 49.5 million children under the age of 5, depriving them of healthy weight for height ratios. Meanwhile, 5.9% of children under 5 bear the burden of being overweight, a health crisis impacting 40 million little ones. The struggle does not ease with age. As children grow, so do the numbers of overweight school-age children and teenagers, standing at 333 million, while 672 million adults, 30% or 1 in 8 people, grapple with this overweight. That is the present scenario of food insecurity around the world and in Asia.
Should we discuss every slide or we discuss every?
Yes.
We should discuss it at the end. Otherwise,
before we go for a speed breeding, it's very important to understand what the challenges we face in traditional breeding. It's very unfortunate. See, there if you see in our organizations, there's always fight between imagination and experience. Still, we fight against imagination and experience. How we are always lagging behind. That's the most important factor. Always fight between imagination and experience. Challenges in old breeding program. We must follow the change. I have already told you, if we not follow the change, otherwise if change follows us, that becomes very painful in our future. So we must relate with the technologies, and if we don't have the resources for such technologies to fully implement in our institutions, but we create atmosphere, we enter in this technology step by step, otherwise we are lagging behind because we can't secure the food in future. So जो हम करते हैं traditional breeding, as per the traditional breeding, it takes minimum of, you are well aware about that it will take more than 12 years to release a variety. First we have to select the parents, then crossing, then other, and then the time will come we go for this haploid production. We can create a lot of develop a lot of varieties, and we go for the molecular breeding. And now the time is coming from 2013. Before I go for the speed breeding, where is the trouble starting regarding the speed breeding starts? That's the Dr. Lee at Australian Queensland University and Food Innovation. He started work on this project from 2013, and he coined this term speed breeding. And if we see around the world, there's a lot of demand and lot of varieties have been developed through this scheme. Particularly, if you know the example of NASA, they have developed a wheat variety. They can develop that variety 6 generations in a year. 6 टाइम वो उसको डेवलप कर सकते एक साल में, अदरवाइज 2 होती थी. Yes, NASA with the collaboration with the Queensland University with Dr. Lee, and this one of the most another famous institute in United Kingdom, Industrial Research Institute. They have accelerated breeding programs accelerate the breeding cycles of most important crops such as wheat, barley, and ikra set that's inside India that have also developed the varieties of the legumes like chickpea, lentil, and pea. They have developed the varieties which are most disease resistant and abiotics resistant and high yielding through this speed breeding. Still, that's in India, ikra set. And what these are the challenges. It will take us near about 12 years to traditional breeding to release a variety. Farmers around the world have recently experienced significant crop loss due to the severe heat and drought. Such extreme weather events and the need to feed a rapidly growing population have raised concerns for global food security. As per the data is available, we can face a more food insecurity up to 2050. 10 billion people will be added in this land. 10 billion. Still, we have only 6 million. 6 billion? 6 billion. Round about 10 billion will be added. And that goes to 10 billion population. So land, if we talk about the land that shrinkage, land shrinkage, and if we believe on the past techniques like introduction, like selection, if we see the crop, I have one slide, when I go forward, I will show you a slide that we cannot create a varieties through now selection, introduction, and because of the loss of biodiversity. And so we have to go for such techniques, artificial intelligence, speed breeding, that's the time need of the hour. Such extreme current challenges and impending crisis in Kashmir. If you were aware about the Kashmir that we have a little land holdings. And that is around with the mountains, and if we see, there's no big landlords. They are all farmers. We have all the small landholders. So for us in Kashmir Valley, that's a big threat in future. How still we are importing the food from neighboring states, but in future if they have a still they get alternatives of any cash crop like us. Right, we have diverted the land from agriculture to horticulture. If they get any crop for cash crop, any good crop which have get the more benefit, if they replace the rice, if Bengal will replace the rice, we face a lot of problem in future. So it's we have must to take the initiatives like to adopt such technologies in our institutions. Understanding of speed. Now I come to the point of this term speed breeding. Speed breeding ये कोई उतनी टफ नहीं है ये स्पीड ब्रीडिंग. इसमें हम क्या करते हैं, अगर हम एक क्रॉप को ले लेंगे उसका लाइफ साइकिल अगर वो दिन में उसकी लाइफ चाहिए 16 आवर्स की, लेकिन इसमें हम इस स्पीड ब्रीडिंग में उसको आर्टिफिशियल एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट करते हैं, चाहे ग्रीन हाउस में चाहे ग्रोथ चैम्बर में हम उसको क्रिएट करते हैं बिना 16 आवर्स के बजे. हम उसने क्या किया, डॉक्टर ली ने उसने 22 आवर्स का उसका लाइफ दे दिया. जब उसने 22 आवर्स का लाइफ दे दिया और 2 आवर्स डार्क, उसके हिसाब से उसने मेंटेन टेम्परेचर किया और बीच में वो सक्सेसफुल हो गई 6 जनरेशन. अगर हम उसको फॉरवर्ड लेवल या कमर्शियल लेवल पे हम उसको अडॉप्ट नहीं कर सकते भी, लेकिन जिस तरह हम किसी लाइन को हम बना सकते हैं इस हाउस में विद इन ए लेस टाइम, क्योंकि अगर हमें कोई रेजिस्टेंट एक लाइन बनानी है फिर हम अगर उसको क्रॉस करेंगे थ्रू टेक्निक्स ताकि वो ट्रेड हमारा ट्रांसफर हो जाए, लेकिन इसमें वो लाइन हम सिर्फ 2 या 3 साल में बना सकते हैं जिसमें हमें 12 साल लगते थे थ्रू स्पीड. इसमें कोई हाई फाई टेक्निक नहीं है. लाइट के लिए आपको डेड लाइट का इस्तेमाल करना है, वो आपको 24 आवर्स और डार्क पीरियड 2 घंटे या 3 एज पर द नीड ऑफ अ क्रॉप, एज पर द फिजियोलॉजी ऑफ अ क्रॉप आपको उस तरीके से उसका एटमॉस्फेयर अडॉप्ट करना है और हम इसमें सक्सेसफुल हो सकते हैं. लेकिन हमारा एक फॉल्ट है यहाँ पे, हमारी लाइट का सिस्टम. बाकी सिस्टम तो हमारे पास ग्रोथ चैम्बर भी है और एक हाईटेक ग्रीन हाउस लगाना है. उसके लिए हम ये टेक्निक हम अपनी इस इंस्टीट्यूट में कर सकते हैं. By speed breeding is an innovative technique that utilizes controlled environments, artificial lighting, and optimizes plant growth conditions to accelerate the breeding cycles of a crop. But mimicking extended daylight hours, precise temperature control, and tailored nutrition, speed breeding significantly reduces the time required for plant development and seed production. This technique enables researchers to bred and test multiple generations of crops in a single year, leading to the selection of superior varieties more rapidly. If you go back, ना आप आगे चलेंगे, आप चलेंगे आगे. अंडरस्टैंड स्पीड ब्रीडिंग यही है अभी. अगर आप पीछे देखोगे वो कौन था जिसने शटल ब्रीडिंग का इन्वेंट की थी, वो कॉइन टर्म शटल ब्रीडिंग. शटल ब्रीडिंग में जब उसने भी 2 सपोज हम यहाँ एक लगाते हैं वैरायटी और हैदराबाद में हम मेज लगाते हैं, दैट इज शटल ब्रीडिंग. मतलब टेम्परेचर को इधर करके उसमें हम 2 जनरेशन बना सकते थे. लेकिन इसने क्या किया, इसने पूरा इसका कंट्रोल किया, इसका जो जो इसको चाहिए अपना साइकिल पूरा करने के लिए इसने इसको कंट्रोल कॉन्शियस में दे दिया।